Okay, so let me just go through a couple of the specifics for today. And before we go anywhere with that, I'd like to thank the people that helped make this go. First, our admissions office. They're the ones who pay for lunch, which I know as a coach and a rower, that's really important. So I want to thank the admissions office, the athletic department, my staff. We have John Leakley's in here somewhere, the men's coach. He's back there. And Allison Murphy's here. And then we have Lauren and Karen. I think they're still downstairs. You probably met them at registration. I'd like to thank them. We also have a bunch of our team members around here. And if you have any questions, or there are a lot of them will be floating in. We have the gals this morning and the guys this afternoon. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. In terms of our main sponsors, the host is Washington College, but our main sponsor is U.S. Rowing, and I'd like to thank them a lot. They're really involved in coaching education. If you'd like to continue coaching education, they're a great resource. And we have Willie Black over here and Allison Polini, and we're Scott. See in here, and there's Scott. So if you have any questions about U.S. Rowing, how they can help you, membership, feel free to ask them. They're here all day today. You're not getting out of the room, so just so you know that. Okay. And I'd also like, she's not here yet, you'll see my wife later on, but my wife and kids for not bugging me for the last week. I appreciate that, not really bugging, but not really asking, what are you doing on the computer each night? So, and then the last one is I'd like to thank the speakers. We have a lot of great speakers. We have speakers that have come from all around the country. We have Florida, Massachusetts, Vermont, Wisconsin, and in between. So I think we've got a pretty good show today and something that's going to knock your socks off. And if you're not wearing socks, you should, because it's winter after all. Okay. May I borrow your packet a second? You had a packet that has a lot of information in it. And, oh, that's okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you'll see a lot of information in here. There's a schedule. There are some handouts for individual people. And then there's little brochures and stuff. When you have a moment, thank you. When you have a moment, go through that, because there's some information that will really help enhance the experience. Speaking of enhancing the experience, if you walk right out the room, the bathrooms are over there on the left. Okay. I know what it's like to go to a conference all day, and sometimes you just need to, either not engaging with the speaker, or you need to go engage on the phone or whatever. That's fine. Just up and out whenever you want. And just realize that this is live streamed. So every time that you get up and out, or every time your phone goes off, not only do we know about it, but everybody in the world knows about it too. So that raises your phone being on to a little different perspective. And then the last thing is, this is your friend today. This is the 18-minute clock. Okay, speakers only can speak 18 minutes. We nudge them. We have a hook here somewhere. Did we bring the big hook, Allison? No. Okay, so we have a taser. So at the end of 18 minutes, boom, they're done. The format will be, they'll speak, and then when they're done, give them a quick thank you, clap, and then there's a 1-minute question and answer. 1 minute. And you're like, somebody wrote to me an email and said, why only a minute? I'll have lots of other questions. That's exactly the way we want it. So when we go to lunch, or you see a speaker around, or email, continue that conversation. We look at that 1 minute as just a little sprinkling of the seeds, and hopefully those seeds will grow. Okay? The hardest one to deal with all that will be Mike Hughes, because Mike likes to talk a whole lot, but he only gets a minute. All right, so we'll start here in just a couple minutes. If you need to do anything, we're just going to arrange a couple things, and we'll be off in about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay? All right, so let's set this. Let's see.